Hello guys, HL here, coming to you with another World of Warships Blitz video. The Blitz Royale mod has just started in the game. It's up for tier 8, so I just had a great match and I decided to share it with you guys, and also I'm going to share some methods on how you can improve your chances at winning in Blitz Royale. Firstly, the kind of ship which I prefer to use for Blitz Royale is battleships. Personally, I don't like using cruisers because while cruisers are agile and very versatile, they often have some trouble dealing with battleships, as you will see later in the video. Destroyers though, while they work really well, they can torp, but their guns can't really do anything against battleships. If your torps miss the battleship or don't take it out in one salvo and you are spotted, you will also lose a lot of health and likely be destroyed. So I have chosen battleships. I decided to go with my favorite tier 8 battleship, the premium ship Roma. This ship, I like it for Blitz Royale because the main guns, they're strong, they hit hard, the AP has lots of penetration power and can get citadels and hit incredibly accurately. The HE, while it isn't as good as let's say the British HE, Japanese or American HE shells, they certainly deal a fair bit of damage to destroyers too, as the penetration power is really strong. The fact that Roma comes equipped with a rapid reload and a precise aim also helps in this kind of situation. As you can see in the battle above, or rather ongoing in the screen, I have been detected and I can't see who has detected me because that ship is probably a destroyer and I will be spotted, but the destroyer won't be as long as it does not fire its guns. I am changing my speed and changing course constantly and looking around to ensure I don't get torped out of nowhere. Changing speed also helps prevent you from being torped so easily, as it makes you more unpredictable. At the early onset of the game, I prefer to just sail around the corners of the map and pick up buffs and let the other players kill off each other, as the aim of this game is to survive until the last person dies, or rather the second last person, or let's just say last two players, one of them dies and you win. You can win this game without any kills, with very low damage and almost doing nothing. The emphasis is surviving. So at the start, I am not rushing straight into the middle of the map and I am just staying at the outskirts, as the electromagnetic storm will provide me a shield. I say this because the enemies most likely will not be coming from the direction of the electromagnetic storm, as nobody would sail out into the storm as it causes damage. Sailing into the center might not be the best because you can be crossfired by many ships and lose a lot of health quickly. I see the Monarch is low on health, so I decide to turn in and take a shot. The Monarch is being shot at by another two ships, looks like it's a destroyer and a cruiser. So I decide to shoot back at the Monarch, but the Monarch gets torped, so I do not get the kill, but I do not mind because the emphasis is on surviving, not getting kills. You may also notice that I am being very careful with my consumables and not using them at any moment I like, because I only want to use the consumables at the moment where they are really needed, which you will also see later in this video. I am picking up a buff which speeds up my cooldown of my consumables, which will help me change faster or use them faster. I switch to HE as the Benson has just popped up. The Roma's AP, while strong, is sometimes overly strong when shooting destroyers, so you get too many overpens and not the full damage potential, so I switch over to HE. I slow down and turn in because I don't want to run into the Benson's torps if there's any coming, and there, as you can see, the Benson is torped, and if I had been moving straight ahead at full speed, I would have done lots of them. The Benson is losing a lot of health, she's almost dead, and I take a shot with my secondaries and fire my primary guns as well. As you can see, I just backed up the kill, and the enemy minions, or let's just not say enemy because everyone in this game is an enemy. The minions just popped up, I'm back on AP shells, and I am going to start shooting at the mines, but again, I am not cracking the rapid reload or precise aim, as I only want to use them in emergency situations where I am fighting for my life, or situations where I know I will definitely get the kill. I hit the mines, 3 shells hit the mines, and I take out a torpedo tube. I also pick up the buff, which puts me back to full health. It recovers a little health for me in this case because my health was pretty full in the first place. As you can see, I am detected again, so I am being very cautious, turning in, and then the Admiral Hipper pops up. Whoever's shooting at her clearly doesn't have enough power to finish her off just yet, so I decide to take a shot and I bag the kill of the Admiral Hipper. From what I can see, at the 2 islands ahead, there is going to be 1 target to the left and 1 target to the right, as I saw shells coming from both directions. I am now advancing towards that side as I want to get the kill, and I want to be at the edge of the electromagnetic storm to provide myself safety from one side. One of the enemies appear. It's none other than the Bismarck, so I take a shot at the Bismarck. I am also not activating my consumables yet, as it is not urgently needed right now. I apologize if you find that the video is causing you to get nauseous, as I keep turning the camera because I am very worried that somebody will attack me from behind. Takao just appears, I fire, but the Bismarck manages to get the kill before I do, which means I have wasted a salvo of shells. I am now moving towards the island and trying to get my guns to turn around, as I predict that the Bismarck will want to brawl with me. I am slowing down because I do not want to rush out with only 2 turrets facing the Bismarck. I want my 3rd turret to face the Bismarck as well, so I am slowing down behind the island to give myself some cover, and so the Bismarck can't see me. Now the Bismarck notices me. I fire the guns in my bow. I click 3 shells onto the Bismarck, which isn't too much, but at least it's some damage. I am now trying to get my turret, the back turret, to aim at the Bismarck, as I really want to get a full broadside salvo. I am also staying out of the range of the Bismarck because, or at least the secondary range, because I don't want to be brawling with the German secondaries. Even though Roma is a pretty strong ship, the German total back armor and the secondaries still make her a formidable opponent. I'm not really sure what happened here because my Wi-Fi was fine, probably him lagging or whatever, but there the Bismarck is, for whatever reason, she's running away. I'm not really sure why, so I decide to advance and push into the Bismarck. She ends up heading into the electromagnetic storm, which means she will be taking damage and will make it easier for me to destroy her. I am now trying to wait to see if the Bismarck pops up, and she certainly does pop up right as I turn around. I activate the precise aim and rapid reload combo so I can get a tight shell spread to hit the guns, as I hope to disable them to reduce the Bismarck's firepower, and hit the rapid reload so I can throw another salvo quickly. However, I am kind of unlucky. I do not hit any citadel on the Bismarck or take out her guns, which is to be expected as the armor is really tough. I was hoping to take out the Bismarck with my secondary guns, as I would be able to save a salvo for my main guns and not have to go through the lengthy 20-second reload. However, the secondary guns don't do enough damage, so I end up using the main guns to finish off the job. Here, I have switched to HE shells, because the probability of running into a destroyer is higher than the probability of running into a cruiser. As you can see, there's only 1 cruiser and 2 destroyers left. I am detected again. I am not sure where it's from, and the Mayans has just killed off the Kagero, which means the odds of running to either a cruiser or a destroyer are now equal. I am hoping at this point that the destroyer appears instead of the cruiser. However though, luck is not always on my side. A cruiser appears, so I end up firing HE into the cruiser's bow and immediately switch back to AP. The HE gets a fire started, which I don't think will do too much damage to the Mayans, and the Mayans is now going to try to taunt me. So I'm slowing down, and again the precise aim rapid reload combo to delete the Mayans instantly. the mines drops its torps, 8 of them, and I think I only take 2 or 3. And as you can also see, the Bismarck, I'm sorry, not the Bismarck, the Roma's 30% torpedo protection damage is certainly doing its work, as I have only taken a little damage from the torpedoes. After I pick up the hill, or rather before I picked it up, I immediately switched back to HE as there's only a destroyer left and I want to hit the destroyer with HE instead of AP to get the most damage. The circle is very small now. I'm not sure where the destroyer is, so I am trying to sail towards the edges of the circle to prevent the destroyer from topping me from some random direction. In this case, the destroyer is a Xianyang, which means the deep water torpedoes will be harder to spot as I do not have the German Hydro which I had on the Bismarck. The circle is now gonna shrink again, shrinking until there will be no circle left, which will probably boil down to who has more health. I am now turning in cautiously because I am trying to make it hard for the Xianyang drop its torps to hit me, as I don't want to take the damage even though I can. Xianyang's torps pop up in front of me, I turn in, dodge some torps, take 3 of them in the process, but the Roma's protection is so strong that it doesn't really matter. Now the Xianyang pops up, again the precise aim rapid reload combo when I clip the Xianyang for a lot of damage. The Xianyang decides to smoke up, but there's nothing he can really do as I am pushing straight into him. Smokes don't really work when enemies rush straight into them, as you will still show up. I don't have the German Hydro, so I can't use the hydroacoustic surge to see where they are, so I am just blindly firing my secondaries and switching between my secondaries and primary guns, hoping he will show up. He shows up, I shoot him with my HE shells, only 2 hit him, but he's already down to half health. The Xianyang is setting me on fire, but I still have enough health that it doesn't really matter. I switch back to secondary guns, trying to get my main guns to point to the Xianyang to get another salvo. The Xianyang rushes out into the electromagnetic storm in the hopes of getting a heal to recover. However, he gets stuck against a rock, and my secondary guns are gonna reload and fire again. And in the end, he ends up being finished off by the electromagnetic storm. The match ends, Xianyang's torpedoes to hit me, but I have already won the match as the Xianyang sunk first. I managed to deal a 121,000 damage in the Roma, which I would say is decent in a Blitz Royale match. In the picture coming up, you can see the damage dealt, 93 shell hits and 142 secondary gun hits, which, as you can see, the secondary guns, while they are not German, they certainly hit hard if you stay in the, let's say, the area long enough. While I do not recommend doing a secondary build for Roma, the secondaries are definitely viable in a situation where you are fighting close up. With all of that, it pretty much brings us to the end of today's video. If you guys enjoy watching me play Blitz Royale and sharing my Blitz Royale tips and tricks, don't forget to check out my Blitz Royale game in Genizer now, which I will link in the bottom of the video. If you guys want me to show anything in particular, please don't forget to comment down in the comment section at the end of this video. With that, my name's HL, and I'll see you guys next time.